everybody. Welcome to Life with Annie on this very hot, humid day in South Carolina. So since it's so hot outside, we're going to have salad for supper tonight. So I've got my big old basket full of all kinds of fixings that we're going to have in our salad or on our salad. And then I've got a few other things over here I've got that I've got to cut up. So anyway, it's just so hot down here. I was going to do this salad last night, and when I went to get in the refrigerator, I noticed I had a pack of meat that I had left out, and I thought, I think those are the steaks. So we'll have steaks last night. Well, when I opened it up, it was cube steak, which was fine. I didn't plan on cooking that much last night, but I ended up cooking the cube steak. And we had a really good supper. So tonight we're having the salad. Okay, I see a lot of people hopping on. Let's see. Hey, Sarah and Trisha and Edna in Canada. Is that where you're from, Edna? Is it cooler up there? It is so humid down here. So anyway, we're going to have a cool kind of a meal tonight. And I thought I would just, it's nothing to it but to do it. So I thought I would ask if y'all wanted to come along while I made our salad supper. So I've got lettuce, a head of lettuce here. This is just iceberg. I have some green onions that were left over in the refrigerator. And I cut up a cucumber, and then I had cooked some eggs earlier in the week, and I'm just going to put some of those eggs on there. And let's see, what do I have over here? I'm going to put some pepperoni, because I had that in the refrigerator. I've got a couple of bags of cheese that are getting down to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and use that up. And then we love to make salads with lots of stuff on them. So I've got some crispy red peppers. These are so good on your salad. I've got some Texas toast croutons. Now, I was going to make bread with it, but then I realized, well, we've got croutons. We'll just go with that. These are the crispy onions. These are also very good on a salad. I did buy a little pack of bacon. Yeah, I could cook it, but I don't want to cook it today. And then I think I showed y'all these in a grocery haul. We saw these little salad toppers, so we thought we'd sprinkle some of this on there. I do have some olives, and knowing Matt, he's going to want some banana peppers on his. And Michelle says it's humid in New Jersey. Yeah, it is just, ugh. We need rain desperately, and I think they're calling for us to get some maybe Friday night and then kind of sporadically over the weekend into Memorial Day. So, yeah, I would be very happy if we got some rain. I know people would be disappointed if you have outdoor, things going on. There are a lot of high school graduations going on. Let me grab my tea, y'all. Excuse me. Hey, Deborah and Annette. So there's a lot of things going on. I hope it doesn't affect those. But if it'll just rain on my house, I'll be happy. I just can't deal with the humidity. For some reason this year, it's really bothering me more than ever. So let me get started on this. I've already talked to Matt, and I said, well, I think we're just going to have salad tonight. And he said, that's great. That's fine with him. He loves salad. Let me see. Let me bring you a little closer, if I can, here, with my new tripod. See if that works okay. So I've told him, I said, I think it was yesterday, I said, Matt, we're going to have to come up with some sandwich meals for supper and stuff like that. I do have a bowl over here. I had some lettuce from a previous night that's kind of starting to turn, just barely turn. So I'm going to take that out to the chickens, and I got my cucumber peels down in there. So I'll run that out to the chickens. But I told him we were going to have to start doing something while this hot weather is here, and just maybe break it up a little bit and have a little bit of sandwich nights or something like that. So he says that's fine with him. So I just got to think of what we're going to have. Hey, Tanya in Maryland. Hey, Lynn in Illinois. And let's see, Denise is in Alabama. Thank y'all for joining me this afternoon. So are y'all cooking? Are y'all going to have leftovers? Is it too hot to cook? It's too hot to trot down here. I know last night, I usually go down and gather up the eggs, you know, like around between 3 and 4, something like that. And I told Matt, I said, I'm going to have to start waiting until it cools down because it's just too hot to go down there. And so I went down there yesterday evening. It was so much nicer. The sun had gone down. And the chickens were like, okay, where you been? If y'all hear a beep and it's my washing machine, sometimes it gets offset and I go in there and I rearrange the clothes a bazillion times and it still does it. So I'll have to check on it again in a little bit. All right, so there's some lettuce in that bowl. What do y'all like to put on your salads? Hey, Sarah in Oregon. And Rebecca's in Alabama. I bet it's hot down there. Those suddenly salads that you like would be good for evening meals. Yeah, I had one of those for lunch the other day. But I'm glad you said that about salad because I bought something recently and I keep forgetting to use it. Let me grab it out of my cabinet here. Hold on. Let me grab it out before I forget to use it again. Hold on 1 second, y'all. If I can find it up here. The last time I saw it, I think I put it up here with these spices, but I may be wrong. And clearly I am. Oh wait, it's probably on this one. Yeah. It's a McCormick product. It's called Salad Supreme. When you said about those salads, it reminded me of it. I always forget to use it. I think I used it once. And you sprinkle it on your salad and it gives it really good flavor. It's 56 in South Dakota. Hope last night was the last night for frost. Y'all still have frost up there? Well, salad. I think I'm gonna make an extra little salad here for Matt's lunch too, because like I say, he loves a good salad. Sometimes he'll go to Ingles and make a salad at their salad bar for lunch, sometimes if he doesn't have a leftover to take. So I think I'll go ahead and put one together for him for tomorrow. Let's see. Ann says it's hot and dry in North Carolina. Love salads. Going to have hamburger, steak, and salad. Sounds good. Terry uses Salad Supreme on her pasta salad. Y'all are giving me good ideas. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Millie. Olives and tomatoes, croutons and cheese, bacon. Yep. That makes for a good salad. All right, let me just put a little bit more on that one. I tend to not eat as much when it's so hot like this. Although, I had made a leftover plate for my lunch today of that cube steak. Y'all know that's one of my favorite meals. And I had a good lunch. So, Sarah makes a pasta salad with Salad Supreme. Vanessa says she doesn't know if they sell it in Canada. I had never heard of it. But you know, when you go to the spice section in the grocery store, it's like going to a drive-through. You've got all this stuff, and you don't know where to look. You don't know where to find it. some things are in alphabetical order, but then they're in alphabetical order by brand. And it's like going to a drive-thru when you get there and you're not sure what you want, and you've got 50,011,000 things to read through. It's no fun. Salad in that one because he doesn't eat as the quantity of his portion size at lunch. He likes to go a little less, so, and I think that's good for mine. It's probably more than I'm going to eat anyway. Okay, we got that done. Let me give my hands, well, I'm going to go ahead and chop up these eggs. I've already got my cucumber sliced. Left a piece of shell on that one. Do y'all put eggs on your salad? I know when we went to California Dreaming at the beach, they had, boy, I didn't do a good job of peeling these. I left little pieces of shell on them. When we went to California Dreaming, they have the best salad. And they have egg, they dice up eggs and put on theirs. But I like eggs on salad. I like a big salad. Sorry I can't see y'all's comments, y'all. Vanessa loves eggs on salads. And that little extra protein. Y'all, I've added something new to my smoothie. I ordered some creatine. It's supposed to, like if you work out and stuff like that. But I guess it's good for other stuff because I certainly don't work out. I need to. I'm going to start, we got a stationary bike in there. I need to go dust it off. I'm going to go ahead and cut this other one up. Egg on his to take to lunch tomorrow. Now, by the time you eat this salad, you will be full. That is for sure. Okay, so we got our eggs. Let's go ahead and put some cucumbers. I'm not going to put any tomato on it. I hope y'all can see. I think you can see all three bowls. I'll save those couple there. Let's snack on us a while. All right. Y'all hear that washing machine going? Hey, Patricia. I'm getting messages from Facebook, I guess. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our lettuce. I don't think I need this cutting board anymore. I don't think. So we're going to set that over there. Okay, that's better. Now, I think I'm going to put some of this pepperoni on here. I love to have meat in my salad, and I didn't have any like ham, any lunch meat or anything like that today, but I did have some pepperoni. No, it says there's a person at my Thunder cam. Thunder would be that person. Oh gosh. Now I could put these, cut these into little little quarter pieces, but you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to put them in here like this. Iris says, looks delicious. We're having homemade pizza, salad, and garlic toast. Wow, do you make your own crust? Y'all tell me something. I heard someone say one time that you could buy frozen pizza dough, pizza crust dough, somewhere in the store, in the freezer section, I guess. Do y'all know what stores carry it? I'm not a fan of the crust that's in the, like the biscuit can type thing, or the already made crusts that are, you know, just hanging on an aisle somewhere. But a good pre-made, of course, I guess I could make my own, but it would sure be easier if I could find a good one. Let me know if y'all know a store that sells them. Okay, put a little extra pepperoni on Matt's. Walmart does, Annette. Look what I grabbed, y'all. Will not be too tasty on a salad. Iris said she and her granddaughter made the crust. I bet it's good too. All right, so we've got good looking salads going on here. So we're finished up with that. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some of this Salad Supreme. And this is by McCormick's Perfect Pinch Salad Supreme. So let's go ahead and put some on here. I'll put Matt's dry toppings, like his crunchies, in a different container because it'll get mushy anyway. So we'll go ahead and put some cheese on here. So this is some Italian blend that I want to use up. This is a good way to clean out your refrigerator, your veggie drawer, and your cheese drawer. Roxanne says at Walmart it's with the puff pastry and the pre-made pie shells. I'm going to look for it. This is just some cheddar. Okay, now that's done. What next? What next? All right, let me open my olives. Publix has fresh pizza dough in the bakery. That's good to know. They're supposed to be building a Publix near my house, but they've been going to build it for like 2 years now, and it hasn't happened yet. Y'all, I'll work this thing just fine until I get on the video, and then I can't get it to do anything. Okay, while it's doing its thing, I'm going to put some of these green onion on here. go. Let me drain this and I'll be right back. Okay, so let me put a few olives on here. Now I'll check the comments in just a second. Save these for taco night. All right, let me grab a bag for Matt's dry ingredients. I'll be right back. I'm going to hold off on the banana peppers and let him put those on there if he wants them on there. I'm pretty sure he will though. Okay, so now this is that little salad topper we picked out. This has cranberries, honey roasted almonds, mango, blueberries, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. And I thought it would be kind of good. Isn't that pretty? A bag of deliciousness. All right, now, I don't want to put those on his to-go, so I'm going to open this up. Let me get my little baggy thing so I'm not making a mess, because I surely will. Where is my baggy holder? There he is. I have it a big junk drawer there, and it has a lot of junk in it. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this in his. Not a ton, because he's going to have a lot of stuff on his salad. I like to have like a candied pecan type thing in there, or like the dried cranberries and stuff. I like that flavor in my salad. So this is the crispy red peppers. Boy, that is a massive salad right there. But it's not as big as the one at California Dreamin', and he ate the whole thing. Okay, so we've got some crumbled bacon. Oh, this bacon smells good. Now this I think I can put on here. Ooh, shake up deviled eggs. And they've got little pieces of this bacon on here. The small one, Amy, is for Matt for lunch tomorrow. I'm just making him an extra lunch plate. Okay, so we got that. And then we need the crispy onions and the Texas toast. These onions and peppers are my favorite. a salad. If I do say so myself. I have a little area in the pantry that I keep all our salad toppings because we like to use a lot of toppings on our salad. As you can see, we like salad lettuce with our toppings. And I'm going to let him check on that, see if he wants any of those on there. And I'm going to see if I can get the lid on here. And he usually keeps a salad dressing at work, but if he doesn't have any at work, he can take a little container. Let's see. Gail says salads look delicious. Thank you. Big salad, but looks delicious. It is a big salad. That thing looks delicious, Patricia said. Yeah, that thing sure does. All right, so this is for his lunch tomorrow. Let me see what kind of salad dressing I have in there for me and him. Let's see what we've got in the fridge because we just bought some, but I want to see if we've got some in the fridge. I've got sweet Vidalia onion. He's got chunky blue cheese in here. I don't want the sweet Vidalia onion. And I know he won't. So, let's see. These are our choices. So we bought, recently Matt picked out this new avocado oil ranch. So he may want to try that tonight. And then if he doesn't want that, we've got the classic ranch. And then we have also a chunky blue cheese. So I'll let him decide what he wants. This is my dressing, salad dressing of choice. I like the honey mustard. Lately I'm on a honey mustard kick. So that's what I'm going to have on mine. So, let me show you these yummy salads. Isn't it a beaut? Yeah, Donna is hot here in South Carolina as well. I'm in South Carolina. Me and my big salad things. All right, y'all, that is our supper tonight. And it went by so fast because y'all were here cheering me on. Let me put my salad supreme back. Okay. And pickled eggs. Hi, Annie. What was that comment? Missed it. Sorry, y'all. That salad looks so yummy, but no olives. I love salad. So glad to see you live. Oh, thank you. Looks delicious, Viva says. Love the toppings. Sure looks yummy. I think so. I think I could, I've got to try that bacon from California Dreamin'. But as far as the other things, I could give them a run for their money. I've just got to try that hot honey bacon or whatever it is. I'm sure there's recipes all over the place. I just need to try it. If I'd have planned ahead, I could have done it tonight. But I didn't plan ahead. So anyway, y'all, that's our supper for tonight. And I didn't have to turn on the stove, the oven, or the microwave. Someone had salads last night for dinner. Thank you, Janice. So Matt should be walking in the door any minute. Teresa likes French and ranch together. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Denise says, looks delicious. Oh, you and Matt have a wonderful evening. We will, Patricia. I'm going to wait till it cools down. We'll go out and collect the eggs. I do need to water. Matt has planted some things in the back of our property. And he watered it last night, so I don't know if he's going to water it again tonight or if he's going to skip it, if he's doing it every other day. I have a little sprinkler that I put in the front because I had just planted some things, and I was going out there every day and just getting the hose pipe and, you know, watering it. But I have these little sprinklers that I bought years ago, and they've been just kind of sitting in the flower beds without a hose pipe hooked up to them. And they're like little dollar little things, and they're like a round thing with a bunch of little holes. And so I put one of those, attached it to the hose pipe, and I've been going out there and just turning on the water and just letting that little area, that little fountain, it comes up a little fountain. You can have it as low, you know, it depends on how you turn your water on, how you turn your water on. And it waters that little area. And then I have one other plant that's new on the left side of the porch. And I just I've got a pitcher of water I keep out there, and I just water that by hand. And then in the back, I do have to get the hose pipe and go down and water all the things. But I've got some bulbs that are really going to town out there in some pots. My two Japanese maples are doing well. Now, one of them had a few little brown leaves on it. And so the app that I use, I think it's called Picture This, and it's free, but you don't get all the extras. So if you want to pay a subscription or whatever, it'll give you a lot more information. But you take a picture and it'll tell you what your plant is. And it'll also tell you if it's healthy or if it needs attention. One of the Japanese maples, it says, this plant needs attention. Well, it looks good, except there's just a couple of little brown leaves on it. The other one, it says, looks healthy. So I moved the one that had the needs attention. I moved it up to where the other one is to see if maybe it's, I don't know what the difference is. So, but everything out there looks good. The seeds that I threw out in Lucy's garden, they didn't take, or I didn't do something right, but it doesn't matter. They were just Dollar Tree seeds. Matt's thrown out some seeds, and his have sprouted. I think he has some coming back from last year, but he had planted them. He had thrown them out in one of his really good beds that he was using to grow stuff, and it had a bunch of fertilizer and good dirt and all that stuff. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing tonight after we eat. After the sun goes down a little bit, it's time to water and get the chicken eggs. So I'm going to get off of here. He should be walking in any minute, and we're going to have our salads. Thank y'all for stopping by, and I hope y'all are cool wherever you are. If you need rain, I hope you get it. If you don't need rain, send it our way. And we will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.